last 2 weeks or so, it's safe to assume player break didn't apply to them, while everyone else was on break. I'm assuming they took a break during the major instead, and now they should be raring to go. This win could give them a big head road over to their road to the Singapore major as well. Stake ranked Series 3 is one of the biggest events of the calendar for them right now.
Okay. Let's have some Counter-Strike. Cashlid taking space. The bomb, though, is nowhere near. And can you believe it? Are we about to get a B split on a pistol through the back lanes? This man in CT and Note has got to do a lot of work. And now look at the pinch. Ninja corner is not the spot to be in when you're getting wrapped from the back lanes. Kaspersky has got to deny this bomb, and he cannot. This retake now becomes really tremendously difficult.
Kaspersky's position is still going to be instrumental, but he's lost it. Quinky takes the fight, and Kaspersky went out too early. Shelfie playing up close to the bomb site, keeping Stown away, and there's no way for these two CTs to cross over. Quinky finds another, and Stown's already a dead.
It does start to play into their favor. So handy pistol. We do have a force buy, and Shush here goes looking against his opponents. Quinky denies. And look at this, absolute carnage. Where's the bomb? Is the bomb here? Oh, it is. Yep. The bomb is down. That's a disaster.
Oh, no. Kaspersky oversteps, though, reveals himself through the smoke, and Cashled's able to fight back. Now, look, this is still a 1v3 that should not work out for them. Shush has given them everything in this round. But Cashled has time. Slowly crawling back over. Shush has taken a more defensive position. He has to play headshot angle. Nigo has 22 HP. Note does not want to be the player who's left to fight this one off. They're actually just looking to cordon off pathways to the bomb site instead. Note picks up an MP9 as well, and he might have the timing on Cashled. Shush turning around could do the same.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
It's very cool.
I don't know who actually does the building of it, but he needs a raise. He is a good man.
Shush is shot down. They have to make sure that they don't just get counter force spot, and Quinky has that opportunity. Shelfie picking up another kill. The stand-in reigns supreme with 2, and he comes in with number 3. Gets Kaspersky alone, and he's not got much to work.
Funnel your opponents into a position where these pistols can do a lot of damage. Somebody needs to, Snappy needs to call some magic here. They need to find a gap. They need to catch players out in the open, and that does not look likely at all at the moment. Stavin does find one, but that might be it.
At this point, it does feel like Snappy doesn't just need a great call. He needs to be able to push out off Cheat and make a great play. Very hard to do, especially when he starts to recede backwards. You'll see this on Ancient, where Snappy and Note are playing together almost all of the time, both on T side and on CT side. But I was really hoping that after their little foray over into China, we'd be able to see some extra strategies playing specifically around Note on the CT side. Maybe he'll have a chance of a head to pop through. There isn't a flash being lined up. Note doesn't land the headshot that he needed, and now Snappy's closed off into the B house.
No chance. No chance. K27 capitalize. It is their pick, Ancient. It's a map they love.
Where do you think we are from getting wireless monitors? Like actually gaming ready wireless monitors.
Do we need them?
Yes. My desk is a mess, Alan. I don't know how to do cable management.
You could Chromecast or something.
Now that's got a lot of delay.
Would it make you much worse?
I feel like, no, not for me. I feel like what you need is, you know how cameras can be remote accessed in like big broadcasts and stuff and immediately switched over to them? You've got like these big receivers. I feel like you could probably figure something like that out. But even there, I think the lowest latency one I found was like 4 ms, which is too much for Counter-Strike players. Kaspersky. All right. He's not had the worst start, but there have been places where you look and say, well, maybe it's a little bit overzealous. And with the style of player that he is, you want him to limit this. You want him to actually put himself in that position. But when it's double elimination, when
the Snappy that's here, he's got an MP9 and a flashbang to his name. surely gets overwhelmed. Down there, gets the opener, and now we go in. Snappy, despite the MP9, does find one. It's a slim advantage for the CT side, but still now they can surround the bomb side. They've got flanks developing in the meanwhile. K27 need to play a blinder here to win this after plant.
Castle needs to find the kill onto Kaspersky, otherwise this is going to be incredibly difficult. Kaspersky spotted out and forced away. There's two players from the middle who can't have access, and now that Molotov from Castle becomes all the more relevant, especially with Note going down. The CTs, I mean, there's an argument to be made to just save. You don't have kids, they're not on the bomb site either. This round is very much gone. Schusto comes in from behind, 2 kills found, and now it's a Molotov that's going to be their undoing. They have to say goodbye. Stown, hiding away, will get the kill.
It's going to be fun to see this play out.
Snappy. For one, make it 2. Snappy feels like he's on full control of this bomb site. See, grenade picked up and Shelfie's about to feel it. Oh, what? It goes too deep. He had only 1 HP.
Surely he's still cannon fodder at the moment. He'll just go down immediately on the ascent towards the site. NIP commit with their 3 players. They haven't seen anything elsewhere on this map. The only way in for K27 is someone like X5 here, just cleaving heads off bodies. He goes looking. Note is on his own in the open, and that's a bit of a freebie. Snappy's now pinned between these 2 positions. Molly at his feet, and he is dealt with. Game on now. 3-on-3. Kaspersky gets engaged. His teammate is stuck behind a smoke. Can they fight with each other? Cashlid trying to round these angles. It's so awkward, but that bomb is finally tapped on the ground. Shalf he gets engaged, and now it's just shush. He knows one player's sight, but can he deal with the AWP? He still believes Shalfie's on the ramp. There is no reposition. He considers elsewhere. It's been so long since he's seen this AWP.
Kids on the corpse.
Is there really no kit?
There is. There was a kit right now, and he's picked it up now. Look, Shalfie on 1 HP should not matter. It's a game of timings. And Shush is making noise on top of it all as well. Shalfie needs to start taking that peek. He'll be a little bit too...
Player, despite the advantage. Snappy did so much for his team there, and... they didn't get a great deal out of it. I appreciate they won the round, but if they lose this, they'll be back on pistols immediately. Early aggression sees Snappy fight as well here from Jag. Can you see anybody else? He's still sticking around. I think it's time to pull the plug, Snappy, and just stay alive.
Note's not been able to really offer too much on this B-bomb site. Last 3 appearances over here, he's died without getting a kill. This bomb will be planted. They'll go for the retake. Snappy has utility to try and at least cordon something off, but the boost from Shush is not going to give them anything. Shush. He's hurt inside the smoke as well. Cashlid finds himself the first, and the AWP can no longer progress unless Cashlid shows, and he does do just that. Shalfie alone, another 1vx, and he's taken the first duel perfectly. Knew that he had to prioritize at an initial point. Remember, that kit's all the way out towards B long door, so Shalfie's playing a game of time as much as he's playing a game of chicken. But right now, no one...
Where's the money at? There is a buy, but it is ugly for this CT side. And again, no kits, limited util. Shush has got aggressive. What is this smoke? It's deep. He's found such a tremendous gap. That must be intentional, that smoke landing so far out.
Has to be. Molotov to the side, and now they've got 2 players, but one of them's already in the grave. Snappy doesn't feel like he's too far from it either. 2 kills again with the MP9. Snappy! What is this Sanji-esque performance? But with numbers.
Sanji-esque.
Note comes through.
I think you need to say Senka-esque.
Oh, sure. That's true.
Sanji is just known for having the MP9. Senka is known for topping the scoreboard dropping AKs and still using SMGs.
Nipper looking at their third round, but they've lost some heartbreakers already. Oh, Cash
Players as some early smokes fly over, and I think we're just going to go players in towards Jag. Snappy has held on so many rounds so far, but he has to do that again, and he cannot. Extraverse gets engaged. It's the one for him, but he finds a second, and Note is doing tremendous damage. A bastion on the bomb site, and X5 doesn't stand a
try and make a bid to snipe him out, where it does feel like coaching is defining so much of modern CS, but I guess recent results on NIP haven't been quite tier 1 yet.
Depends what you want from a coach. I mean, his personality isn't to be loud and boisterous, it's to be quiet and more calculated, and if you have other leadership, and there's no training wheels, there's no stabilizers, you're in the thick of it.
Oh. Good kill from Kaspersky early on. The Bees are going to be struggling to progress, but Quinky takes matters into his own hands. 2 kills immediately found and starts firing away in case there's someone coming in from behind. But Shush has been a man on a mission so far, 13 and 6. And still opportunities to increase that KD. Snappy misses the timing, but he will have revealed position to Cashlet, who now realize I have to get the bomb. I'm the only player who can.
It's bizarre. Oh no. They're pushing mid. The fake has pulled players B. Now they're rotating back. The idea was perfect, but the bomb was never on the A bomb site, and this is catastrophic. I can't believe it. Leaving the bomb might have just cost them the entire round.
I don't think they saw. I know Stan killed him, but I don't know if he saw enough of the body to see the bomb.
Have they got time to mess around? Like I think they just have to get the bomb.
No. God, this is going to be so risky. Even if you can get the kill on the stand without losing a single player, he is revealing positions and you've got that working for you. But first of all, that's nearly impossible. This is an AWP playing on LAN, and we've already seen Stown tested once before in Barcelona. He generally...
They've won the economic brawl. They've won some big clutches, but their money got snapped in the end. NIP trying to salvage this map. If they can win this pistol, they'll be in a great position. But look at the mini-map. Everybody's here. All 10 players are coalescing towards this area. This is going to be carnage.
Twinkie. A little bit labored, but will end up falling. CTs are reassembling back to Red Room in case they're wrong about this, so their hesitation to commit to B might end up costing them. Selfie's making a move forward. Zito does the same. Quick kill found, and Stown tries to fight back to no real effect. Snappy alone. And where the D's had a window where maybe it could have been a 4-on-2, Zito's moves gives K27 some big advantages. Ooh. Ancient cushion. Now 2 players are low, Alan. This could be problematic. Catch try and prioritize Ancient. These half spies, or the 4 spies over towards the A bomb site can be so very deadly. That's a full scale execute coming through, and Cashlet has to defend. Can't even get the one, and Shalfi's been smoked off. The bomb can be planted. The M4 recovered. And Kaspersky's Galil will now come into play. The retake is on, but the CTs do not have a single kit. Don't forget that. For even a second. And everyone's trying to funnel through CT. They'll reclaim Temple at the very least, but watch out for what Stown has to offer. It's a Galil right next to the big box. He won't peek early in. Great flashbang, and he still doesn't peek behind it. Quinky peeks out because he thinks there's no one there. Stown gets 2, looks for 3, and Shalfi finally trades, but all in the meanwhile, it's Note and Shush, and they're running away. They know this round is over.
In Counter-Strike, we love to talk about impact frags, and the 2
full execute onto, be it Anubis, be it Ancient, where he has made his name. Now, well, that's one way to get an opener.
Just deny them any opportunities. Use your util early. What is K27 supposed to do? Maybe smoke on mollies and stuff, but You just reveal your position, makes it worse. Opener now for NIP. No need to get overzealous. They've still got a player A. They've still got a player outside elbow on mid who's now dispersing his util. Bit of an aggression here from Cashley. He needs to find multiple kills, I suspect, to bring this round back into an even scenario, and that does not happen. NIP, I said it earlier, at some point they were going to warm up, and I think it's happening.
Swing out from Kaspersky, and Quinky's on the ground. Zito would do well to save over here, but...
And work together, and rotate and communicate. Who knows where Shalfie's playing? Is he on the same page as his site partners? There's a lot of questions going to this defense. And I think he's surely going to test it. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Shot. Never mind, he's pulled out his M4 in time and gets himself one. Zito. Double kill is well placed. Look, it's enough. This is already a pretty good round from what you could have expected. I believe Zito can drop an AWP in the next as well.
If we can get one more, that would be amazing. In some ways, the biggest risk of losing those second rounds getting the set is you just give your opponents such a good runway to build up money because they play against such weak investments. But a couple kills here is nice. We'll see if Shalfie can collect a third. Stown is around.
Even just playing containment over here is enough. Shalfie's put himself into a fantastic position. He's surely going to get at least one more kill, and there's 3 players who are pretty low. This is not going to be a simple save situation. Snappy's dead. Stown is kind of had to go up.
He's looking very different.
Yeah.
I guess it's just the lack of facial hair before, but
he looks a little bit, you know, a little bit more muscular as well. He's been hitting the gym. X5's hitting the floor, and so is Zito. Shalfie hoping that his newfound look can maybe push them forward, bedazzle them on this A-bomb site. First kill should be found over here. Notes taken down. Shalfie still healthy, ready, waiting. Shush. We'll end that waiting period. And these remaining CTs would like to save, but it's not guaranteed. Not with that flank coming through from the B-bomb site. No, Quinky's contesting. Stown's got an AWP trained right on this angle. There's no way he should be allowed to get into the site, but Quinky's done just that. The bomb not planted yet, but Stown will finish what he couldn't with the AWP using the HE instead. Kaspersky, who's been planning out that flank, been salivating for a couple of extra kills, unable to find them.
round. So since then, NIP have been in complete command of this map. Minus pistol round.
Line is bad and a lot less deadly. Note could have some troubles, but could also have a meal being prepared for. Fed. Good first on a Shosh. Backs off and away. Is there another to be found over here? Stown is jump spotting. Cashin will be spotted out, and now Stown no longer needs to do so with the A-bomb site completely vacated. And there's still being a Molotov left for Snappy as well. It'll be very hard to funnel through CT. You're going to be looking out towards his double donut. Not even double donut. Chalfie wants to go back to CT for a late play. It's only going to be one inside donut. I don't know what X5 can do from this position. Your CT players are going to be largely negated. Note will trade 1 for 1, and now Stown and Snappy find their critical frags. It's going to be left only to Stown, though, and with a smoke on the bomb, Cashlet is given free reign over the site. It is all Cashlet in that retake. K27 could still make this a very dangerous game with one or so rounds convincingly won. But that'll be more difficult to do than it is to say.
Why do you jinx them like this? Why do you tell them there's hope?
It's definitely my fault.
There is none.
Just walked in and dominated them.
Take note, because this player is skilled and then some. K27 may have just lost this map. They've got to save these guns. I think they'll play to try and pull off something heroic, but I don't think it's going to happen. Zedo does. I think he spotted the barrel there of note as he went into donut, but still.
Oh, he can deny the bomb over there. They don't know there's a player playing big box. Snappy's still planting out in the open. If he can get two, but he can't. Alan, he can't.
Bomb has been planted.
And with that, the dream of this round has died.
I think ring the hunting horns because the dogs are out. Oh dear.
Oh, no. Not like this.
Oh no.
X5's getting desperate. And why wouldn't he be? This series got a whole lot more difficult for them. They were up, what, 6-2? They've only found 2 rounds since then. And that's not a fact that's going to be changing. Nip has taken control over the map, where it felt like they were going to have very little hope after those back-to-back clutches from Shelfie. And Shelfie needs another one on this B bomb site, but this one is impossible. Nip take map number 1, Alan. Side over here, a lot to do and a tough opponent to do it to. Nip have come out with all guns blazing, fantastic performances from Stown, from Shush, from Note, even from Kaspersky and Snappy. Didn't feel half bad on Ancient. There's going to be Shelfie outside, at least in the pistol round. I feel like he's being left a bit to his own devices. Dash and flash away. That HE grenade will need to be used soon. X5 good for one. Shelfie pushing through the smoke will set up for Zedo to find more success and not
his caliber with those sort of errors.
Quinky's just chosen to completely back off. Shelfie's found one. That's fantastic. 5 versus 3 early on. K27 managed to avoid the fate of a Tech-9 first kill, and with that, it should be an easy round. Bomb will be struggling to get planted over here. And whether they can find some.
I think an interesting way to look at this map. We obviously, I'd say we'd almost are assuming right now that NIP are going to win this map. Look at it from the perspective of if NIP is going to contest to win this tournament, Nuke has to be a map they can pick into anybody. So they need to dominate this. They need to look incredible if they're going to win this entire thing, or at least contend for the title.
Thank you very much. Stan's looking to make a faster play outside. He's not got any backup. Everyone else is waiting for those smokes, and as the HE's pop through, Stown will drop down. It's Shelfie gone, and a second man spotted. Zedo will trade. Keeps the lid on things, but Shush isn't able to do the same. X5 getting the better of him as he's trying to foray behind that vent smoke. 3-on-4, Nip lose the advantage despite some good early moves being made. Quinky's taken responsibility for this round into his own hands.
K27, no, they've just cleared lobby. Every second that burns is another second that the rotates get nearer and nearer to this lower bomb site.
Quinky's got an incendiary. Does he choose to reveal his position? Yes, he does, but doesn't actually throw it just quite yet. The bomb can still be planted. You know that there's at least 2 players behind the silo. Note still has opportunity to back off while the smoke is still there for another 6 seconds or so. Note, though, will be sidelined. No! Quinky doesn't check it clearly. Note gets the better of him, looking out for more. It's Zedo who takes initiative, and as they're pushing forward with the incendiary, Snappy dies to Clash Lid. He's Kaspersky alone. He's got 0 kills so far in this game and needs to find all 3 to make this possible. Dom's not being stuck out yet, but they all have kids, so it Okay, double peek outside. They spot out that Zito might be alone, but they still have the second player to deal with, X5. Brings it back to a 4 versus 4, and where there's one, there's another. Still hunting, X5 decides to fade away. Quinky's demise, though, makes this a little bit more trying. X5 finding Snappy, who tries to make the most of a smoke that's about to bloom, but instead will lose his life for it. Shush alone. X5's done so much this round, and still with 91 HP will have plenty of opportunities, as long as he can find a player before they're already dead.
This is starting to look like some ugly Counter-Strike from NIP. Can Stown here engineer around a win? Lower is lesser defended, but cashed it down there. He's playing behind the double doors. They're probably shut behind him. 30 seconds to navigate that AWP and get a plant. Kasha could try and deny this bomb. He could just stay alive and wait for his teammates. The only thing he can't do is just throw his life away.
Together for that second player who'll always be there. A little bit surprising. Cashlid has a lot to deliver over here. And my God, has he done it already? First kill looks easy. Second one's missed through, but it's going to be more crosses coming over. And they don't have any utility. They don't need any utility. They've got a note. A death note. He's running out of names to write, though. K27 will reset and look to aggress. Shalfie peeking through. Stown spotted out, but it will not matter. He baits them in. And that's going to be the A-bomb side, completely open for business. Zito, the only one who can try and stop them at this point.
NIP don't have to go A. They're going to commit to play into the gnome. They do not know where X5 is right now.
Bomb has been planted.
And now this bomb is down. X5 is dispatched. And Zito immediately tries for...
I think there's a lot of fair criticism to be levied at NIP for not always being able to use their academy players to their fullest, but this newest generation, I mean, Kaspersky as well as Note right now, the way he's looking, this is exciting. Zito. Not about it, and Kaspersky and Snappy are the ones who get the first kills for the T side. There's still Shalfie to deal with, but with Cashler down, that becomes a much more doable task. Shush is going to be able to check that box off very quickly, and now Quinky, well.
What happened there?
I'm very curious.
He has bomb.
He's fully repositioned. He's going back
Or
over
they're
to
never
heaven.
going to expect this. They'll have to think he's Squeaky or Hut. They'll probably go down the
they're
vent.
going to the
They'll
lower.
probably go down the vents, yeah.
He's doing the same. Quinky's read this. They don't have a smoke to cross. This bomb could go down again. Spots out the leg, so he knows where the last is as well. Shush's double will be contested with flashbang to keep him away. Spotted out at the back of the silo. Incendiary as well. Tossed out willy-nilly. And Shush will wait. Shush will sidestep. Shush will... Pat, I thought maybe Stown just took his hand off his mouse or something. No, that's just what happens when you've got an op trying to guard off the vents. Shush is on the ground already.
He struggled to find gaps, hasn't he, as the Squeaky player. Note caught out in the open. The wheels are falling off, and Shalfie, look at his position. That's just evil.
You can hear him cackling away in his head. Ah! Oh, never mind. That's not the good cackle. Snappy and Stown get the better of him. It's back to a 3-on-3, Alan. Maybe they... will go the other way.
I'm taken aback by that noise at the moment.
Honestly, he might have been as well.
Right.
This was a 5v3.
Yeah, this is K27 dropping an anvil on their foot at the moment. This round should have been over. Both from heaven, they've got a flash coming in behind them. This has to be the flash of a lifetime.
It's not. I can tell you that much. Down. Picks up an easy one, and Cashin should really look to back off at this point. 2 versus 1. Smoke down over on the bomb. Can he find it? Is it even inside the smoke? Into it so that he can cut off rotations. That smoke doesn't help them though. Cashin gets covered off by it, and Shelby's still not in a bad position at all, but he waits for a flashbang that ends up being his demise. Zito, good for 1. And as Shush will now activate as well, Quinky and X5 have an impossible task on their hands. Stown's op should be dead at the very least, and indeed it is. All picked up, and now there's reason to save. Apparently not.
Yeah, they didn't hear you on that one.
Is this going to be another 6-6? Is this going to be another heartbreak for K27? As a fast play comes out, Quinky will get at least a 1, and Cashlin's opportunity is gone, so Shelfie feels like his efforts are in vain. That one op kill could have changed so much. Over and through, Shelfie is gone. Suitable trade. X5 finds Nip standing very far apart, and as Snappy tries to take the lead, he loses the bomb. That's a massive mistake, an uncharacteristic error from the leader. And that means this round all comes down to Kaspersky, who's coming in from behind. Stown plays containment, but I'm sure they're going to expect this eventually.
They've got to worry about Hut's main. Squeaky. He had to find that kill. Cashlid prevents it from getting out of hand. This should not be possible. Even if Stown finds one, the other two can just back off and play together. There just isn't the time to get this bomb, isolate these players. This should not be possible.
There's just too many different core.
They've got nothing to lose here. If they lose this series, who is going to criticize K27? Nobody. So why not? Take a few risks, be bold, and force NIP to make difficult decisions.
Oh, it's a fast play out from lobby. X5 is going to be spotted out. Kaspersky can't finish him off before he gets the first, so Stown, at the very least, is Snappy backing him up. There's a second player, it's Cashlin, but he's expected. Snappy is on a mission.
Granted, they did win both second rounds on map 1, but they've got to get this half economically off to a good start. Shush already gone. Stown gets engaged. Good flash from Snappy. Now comes the main prong from inside. Kaspersky, only the 1, but he bait and check for their opponents.
And if you'd like to help keep your money in check, you can also use the code RANK to sign up this stake. The partners were making this all possible. You get up to $10 a day weekly reload. No Snappy finding a kill apiece, as X5 will get the response. Trish. Would really like to get that MP9 engaged, get some extra money in the tank. And a deep flashbang through. Shush will be pulling out its USB in the end, and that's what does the job. And the bullets is X5 needs a full.
One thing I can guarantee with Shelfie is that being at times an in-game leader, I guarantee you he knows all the smoke and kind of flash and molly lineups for this map. So theoretically, K27 should still be able to call their set, plays for map control that everybody would on Nuke.
Yes, but that being said, they have a 17% win rate. What an adjustment from Stown, and my God, he has been a revelation on the op. To say I was very unimpressed with the signing when it happened at first, but everything since then has been nothing short of wonderful. Snappy hiding away, waiting to activate that boost, and with Kaspersky playing distraction, it becomes all the more easy to do so. Kaspersky finds another one, and Snappy now.
He could play for years as an author and be an elite level player.
Kaspersky can definitely be an elite level player, and he doesn't even need the off. Snappy peeking out, and right now Quinky might have gone by unnoticed. Well, X5 definitely has been noticed and heard. Note will spot out the first. Incendiary through, has to be careful about that bomb all the way long out towards Silo. Pulls out the USB, waits for the push to be made, but while he waits, his teammates are getting the better of literally everyone. Poor Zito. Feeling a little bit naked.
Stown needs to be one of the best players in this tournament for the NIP to compete for this title, and right now he is looking like just that.
Well, they managed it at the last episode of Stay Cranked. Kaspersky, Shalfie turns just in time and gives them their first advantage in God knows how long.
See what NIP do. They'll need to take some sort of risk, some sort of, don't rotate lower, push lobby, whatever. They just can't really afford here to play totally standard because they don't have the numbers. They've seen the cross smokes outside. They're going to dispatch Snappy in towards Secret. I'm not a big fan at the moment of this defense. Someone needs to find a kill. Snappy, no idea. And this quickly could become a save. Where's the bomb? The bomb is lobby.
Note can still do his thing.
He needs to find 2 or 3, though, for this to be on.
Asking for a lot, but the flashbang will not connect. And Note lines them up, sprays them down. Cash Lane finally trades. And the round is very much on. Stown has peeked down under Shalfie. Right next to him, Stown can't find the no-scope. It's a long man, which will be whittling him down. And Shush has got a good argument to say, but when you've got $8,000 on at least 4 of your players, well, he's been one of the many danger men. And as the lower bomb site does reveal position, Stown takes his own plinth away. Snappy coming in from behind, strikes first, and Cashlin will be down and out, and Quinky's demise means that this 3 versus 5 is now going to come down to the sandwich that's being set up. Zito comes through, Snappy ducks away, he's playing so well. Shush, there's still Kaspersky to deal with. Shush doesn't get his incendiary off in time. That means that the CTs are not going to have the defense they wanted. Snappy and Shush can still combine. Kaspersky does the same, and despite and one less piece of utility to provide that
27-meter miracle. Shalfie I think Shalfie had 10 kills, by the way, after a few rounds in this map. He's been absent as of late.
Note once again, same position as before, same outcome as well. Fine 2 and died at number 3. Quinky and Cashlet 2 versus 4. Flash to clear out an angle that was not occupied in the first place, but Snappy will make sure that they can't get too dangerous. Out through hell, Quinky gone. Cashlet alone. K27 are destined for the lower bracket, and Cashlet will only be able to delay that fate if he's able to find 4 full kills. Stown peeks out, head revealed. Cashlet, no utility. Stown next to fall, and now suddenly it's doable. 1v2. Shush coming through. He's going to find the backstab, and it's K27 to take that first lower round placement. It is not